We're live now.
Okay, welcome to Barn Raizin. How many viewers do we have right now? How many viewers do we have?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
We're good. We got dozens of viewers around the world.
We can't. Listen, it's too much ambient noise in this room.
If there's bad sound quality, it's at your end. Trust me. So
Not the rain.
this is called Inky Doo.
Inky Doo.
Three faces: culture, teeth, and war. Dead kings, priests, codices, work, art, and illness.
Goose. Gucci. Stiller Cretch. Picasso swollen. Spectacular Marhead. Scotch Lincoln. Farce. Brunswick.
This time I have but so but you know this really we have only but you right I know this no other
SNUTHWOYMF. This one with someone else too. They're hard to I hate
Three faces: culture, teeth, and war. Dead kings, priests, codices, work, art, and illness.
Still hungry, Dan?
No, you can stay there. That's a good one if you're going to jump.
I'm just going to read a couple more. So this is by Hryciuk. Some call him Pig, the poet pop.
I have a copy of that book that was shot up with BBs.
I bought this
Yeah, the BBs are still in the book.
just a couple months ago. So when it's too late, it's too late. They jumped the fence, grabbed the first two they could reach, twisted their necks, stuffed them into their pockets, and ran off in that direction. He pointed south from the zoo, south through the park, and into a factory area. So I trailed pink feathers and running footprints and worked my way farther and farther south. And just when I was about to give up, I saw a wisp of smoke under the bridge, and sure enough, the two rascals were broiling fowl over a blazing fire. "Join us for some duck, officer," one said, and I couldn't resist. Well, when would I ever again get a chance to eat a Cabbagetown fried flamingo? So that's Hryciuk. Poet pop.
Remember when there was a bat in here? Yeah,
it, it flew in John Barlow's face. Yeah. This is. I'm just going to read this, and then I'll be happy to sit down and hear what other people have got. This is called Word Pressure 2. 1. Can I just say what a comfort to find somebody that actually understands what they're talking about. On the web, you actually know how to bring an issue to light and make it important a lot. People ought to look at this and understand this side of your story. I can't believe you aren't more popular, because you most certainly possess the gift. 2. In keeping with making your bedroom multifunctional, providing bedding with unchallenged quality. Aha! The soft head's happiness causes productivity. What happens? Whether or not your family wish for more information on products, all your family have cared for fees. Dear God, what if the wedding is called off? You have to learn that an escape clause also gags your fellow workers. Rise and rise, and increase in your certainly plausible lifestyle. All your family want for more information regarding cheap search engines and your words. Cheap ding, get 1,000 articles and spread uninhabited and untouched. Hands of a man providing asphalt. Educate yourselves regarding multifunction foreshortening and quite rather simple formula gorgeous honeymoons with improvements. 3. Let your imagination have the cheap effect. Writing every day, how to worry about all your potential Mr. John Smith, every period. Multifunction gardening fail. My own personal pluck, cheap gardening or fly, won't have to educate itself regarding expiration and then multifunction, full 10 times inevitable destructions, architectural tribe uncommon mix of cheaportifications and structures for lying to the ground, Secret Service, cutting-edge corruption. Internet news recall warning us that 700 billion bank bailout lace in the world, collapse the clean you, cheap repair, sale the damage. Cash millions, electronics pushing electricity. Your muscles consider getting into action and they contract. Look at meme trackers, explore spreading multicolored glass. Another beautiful and subtle sale option, what makes people want to date themselves. 4. Ask acne. Having a problem with this acne because element takes months to explore. Worried there are numerous problems that cheap cause headaches. Multifunction, dismay out of the office, away, back and forth from going to be the C, simply don't scientists agree? Distant black curly hair streaked with very little blonde, beautiful luster shining as part of your sun through a multifunctional string having to do with magnificent flowers, going to be the soft touch, hit a resource box. Fall all over the take. Joy in allowing iconic fashion dominated dog cheap dog fashion, totally free dog collars, dog apparel, dog a mattress, dog carriers, and a lot more organic bridesmaids gowns all the way. Tell yourself, or otherwise, your ghostwriter writes cheap novels at Le Cheap, popular author, cheap art of your case regarding Robert Ludlum, cheap est le cheap. 5. The second initiative. Dating sites slightly like his soul groped, then for your heart he found it while a dentist cash calf at a new house, pearly whites whitening like some money. Forked out for cheap info, outgrown keyword with your keyword dreams, singing context fastly, fuxing elegant fumai, start about text Merlin. Club yourself, fall by, be nice, brah, you purchased arrest, have a real mess, psycho-privileged soldiers, war criminal offenses. 6. Out-of-pocket environment tin. You're thinking out partying. Ruts buzzword. Hardly clothed, something dehydrated. Oh, her sim smelled blue recklessly across virtual river, warmly towards animals. Get dressed games, but take heart. The animal's bad credit, military personal loan, maybe a small elevator. An armed forces hairstyle with hair connected back, coronary heart stage microphone so that you have wicker man containing human beings all over Roman times and dates. Huh? A comeback fog? Sometimes and fast to present you with the kale. Awake and crying before wildness. Excellence accuracy having to do with article mills, companies which are you. Extroverts loosely translated. The chamber, avoid fried meats, these all angry, entirely the blood. Cherish a few of the old favorite opera and Taiwan cheap soft drink songs. Unfortunately abusive by character, basic love letter, water leaks. Cheap bath rat, cheaps her aluminium noses, strong song and light weight and the moon flooring. Gardener accidentally whipped kale, plus concerning runoff milk. Another Aachen, popular bloom tends to be that cherry blossom. That is the reason that your cheap misconceptions and fallacies sail, salt, and overlearn about taste in New York City. They played a game called 1 cat gewurr on sale. E has a tendency to the verb to toast. Get busy. When is doing aspect become associated so that you have been drinking? And nothing more. 7. Toastmaster, stay sober, even supposing toasting. How do you, today's Toastmasters, hunt Sir Isaac Newton? Spit a deadly additive, cheap sparks, bigger and bigger penis, incredible extra tears and lead for more cheap information regarding watery computer simulation dough? To be the dough, having replacement swarm gossip, cheap blockbuster earthquake and tsunami virus mutation, the pleasant nature, kite stream to understand the falls, matches you are blaming, hasty generalization, chuck the prince, hand-piped, bite invisible ether, take heart, cheap the itchy skin showing swamp intensity cardio, follow this licorice everywhere over the one little spoon abrasive, around 3 times bigger forward mortgage, in that context too much black, wear wax floors, allowing individual polyurethane coatings hard belly sanding, dirty job, Vampire Lestat describes witnessing going to Lindsay Lohan Olympics. Massive income, going to be the cardinal to learn more about kale. If you want also more information regarding present, you at the back, going to be the money, to understand more about going to be the person that confuses our pets, pressing the big brother killer, qualified, singer simple. A dog can pant and has sweat glands on their nose and paws. None having to do with that depleted, distributed, absolutely dubious cheap stock with the credit myth. Cheap to worry about. Thanks.
Yarr.
Who's next?
Yarr.
It's by consensus.
Yar.
We don't have a,
By
we
consensus.
don't have a roster. I don't know.
So,
Who wants to-
who wants to consensus to go first? Next.
I'll go.
Good.
Deleted.
Isn't the cans of hams photogenic?
What's with the hockey pucks? Because it's Canadian or something?
London, Ontario, the London Knights.
This is a poem beginning with a line by Hans Zawinski, the poet cop. I never liked raw wool next to my skin. Mittens for koalas whose paws were burnt in wildfires have the ability to get people executed. But I look in your eye and I know isn't there a melodrama today? Can be educational. They've declared rhetoric robots from the future can even clean your grill, and lethal power of art teaching mom to trample with anvils and hammers and slamming car doors. Poem beginning with a line by Hemini Babinyi, the poet farmer. Eyes don't miss much. Stop getting naked at Machu Picchu, sisters. Deported for getting naked at Ankara. Cameras used to film 1969 moon landing only after midnight, y'all. Are like my booty call, don't take it personally. Just a different kind of game. Tonight we're putting together a collection of apocalypse, and we want your help. Free haircuts for homeless men. My whole tribe is having fun. Cocaine, crushed skills. You can all go back to bed now. You're welcome. A poem beginning with a line by John Barlow. Poet, philosopher.
Dead leaf fan.
Poet, hockey fan.
Telepath.
Poet, telepath.
Yeah.
One of them, eh?
I'm sorry, but all these mythical things true. You made me come in my pants, and I thank you for it. I'm from Venezuela. I'm handcuffed. I have realized that people are attracted to me. I'm broken. It's been replaced by outrage. I'm rich and I'm hot. I don't need you fighting monsters. Let us be careful that we do not become gothic. Days, I look to the Sexy Boys 17 act of vandalism. You wish you thought of it first. If you couldn't tell, I'm here strictly for the boners. Okay.
What are you skipping? Hold on.
That's just the title. These are all from a thing called Junko Partner.
It's new since last year.
Yep.
You're always writing.
Have to do something. Poem beginning with a line by Nelson Ball, poet bookseller. A flock of small black birds, an orphan pony, whose best friend is never-ending circle of editing. I guess festivities have begun, along with the dick-sucking lips just earned, the pale as the moon, level 49 badge toys and clothes for tots are excessively gendered. Daddy learns to get involved. We thank God that the boat saved us. Is the best infomercial of all time. Building bridges, folks.
Have any of these
No.
poet victims?
Yeah,
heard
most of
these
them have
poems?
seen
Yeah,
their poem. Yeah.
All right.
I'm just doing people who are not here and alive.
Not here and alive.
Okay, here's somebody who's not here but would be welcomed, I imagine. A poem beginning with the line by Alice Burdick. Poet, bookseller too. She's a bookseller.
Or Gardner.
Or gardener, yep.
Poet Gardner.
Sure, we like cotton, but we don't send nudes. But don't send nudes, send x-rays. Because it's what's inside that counts. Not painful on the eye. People say, if you ask me to shit, I will freak out on you and tell you how fucking disgusting you are. And you need serious quantum physics. Just got less complicated, tender vortex of doom and beauty that was built in a tiny house someday. American. Won't do Americans.
Only Canadians tonight, please.
Okay. This one's Victor Coleman. Poem beginning with a line by Victor Coleman. Poet.
Impresario.
Impresario. It's different down here by the pottery. Feminist men using women's bodies to get back at each other. Red oxtail. Stew. Anyone? Of the worst mothers living on this planet. A good year for TV. Clearly, I do not need any help on seducing the ladies. I'm inappropriately excited by this abomination, by a religious zealot. It makes you want to reach for your revolver, but alas, I am not a coke binge whore.
Alas.
Alas, I am not a coke binge whore.
Yeah, you just ended with a haiku.
It did? But alas, I'm not a coke.
Well, you read it twice.
30.
Was
Oh.
that the rule?
That's what Marshall does.
No, it's a good
A
that's
poem beginning with a line by Judith Copperthorne, poet Vancouverite. My mother didn't want to go to church. I've been told that all my heavy lifting was over and it's perfectly legal, that I didn't want to have to deal with these things. Publicity can we tone down the creepiness? Fabulous Slavic ladies want to date you. The big pianist, what's the secret to living a long life? If we can find a unicorn, you will soon. My human body dry, panties so dry. When did we develop this idea? Fiction, probably, while you were stuck in traffic. Poem beginning with a line by Arthur Craven. Poet boxer.
From Thunder Bay.
Dumb fucks.
The thunder from the thunder.
Inside the frat party that causes the evidence is out there every goddamn day. Laughing gas becomes a popular option. Reverse engineering. All my low rent friends are dead and moved nibbling on you. Giantess, pay no attention to this one more episode. Smarty Pants says they are scummy drug addicts with no respect for anyone else, and that sweet, sweet donker.
That's Franz?
Hmm?
Franz Doctor?
Franz Donker? No, I don't think so.
The Viennese poet?
He started
No.
Bush City.
Oh.
No. Poem beginning with a line by J.W. Curry. Just like the horrible.
Wait, I gotta stop.
Poet
what?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Poet what? J.W.
Poet.
Curry.
Snow sculptor.
Igloo maker.
Igloo maker.
Quincy.
Tree
River
fort.
rafter.
Tower builder.
Photographer.
Power builder, I like that.
Just like the
Gerald
horrible
Hryciuk.
are very determined to get the source of a feeling that you are often more flexible in attitude than most of what's cooking. Why are you unwrapping your own gifts like an animal? Please, can we lose weight and no longer be a fucking pair? I could probably score here if I asked around. Does this plug make my butthole look big? What killed this composer? 10 days after a wrong turn strands them in the wilderness. You are not your car. You are not your fucking khakis. Paying tribute to a murdered officer, mall rats just tooted at me, said, sexy legs. She's kind of American, so we'll skip her. She's kind of boring. Poem beginning with a line by Greg Evison. Poet, what's that word?
Schizophrenic?
No.
Solipsist.
Solipsist.
Poet solipsist.
Falls from pores, hair follicles fade, stretch. How is my steak cooked? The average female gun owner jailed cowboy is suing why drones can help you stop rhino poaching. Those balls are illegal. Free-ranged cannibalism. Life-size human hand puppets. What's better than two hot girls in latex? Mean to boys. The sonic world of iceberg. Poem beginning with a line by David Fujino, poet actor. River erectile. Is my nickname on the street all pervasive? Consumerization of analytics like one long, run-on, incoherent stream of what the fuckery? You should spend your money here to enable your addictions. You have literally stripped this of all its humor, slowly and terribly granting abilities, money-making. I hope you'll be able to forgive me. The disease is making a comeback. Mom smacked me good and told me not to do that again. Ripped to smithereens. American, dead, here, American, dead. Canadian, but not here.
Maybe here.
Canadian, I'll do this one. A poem beginning with a line by Francis Crook. Poet, London.
Yeah, expatriate. Poet expatriate. Yeah.
Hoops gnawed and through boglands. Smoke 120s with long, sharp black nails. Drones, and more drones. Silver mani-pedi with glitter. I really hate having to be so mean to foot guys. I'm in contact with a board of a top institute, and my case is a high priority. 10 bodies, 11 severed heads. Gather ye knitting in black yarn. It's time for too many humans make my boobs look sweet, not like happiest place on earth. You're wrong about the Ouija boards. Should I need a kidney, you are among the first fantastic dining experience on Hiroshima. Oh, here they come, the drunks, yay. Mark Laba, poem beginning with a line by Mark Laba. Poet.
Columnist.
Poet columnist. Sinister warning came, along with big hair and polar bears. That's where we must draw the line. White hot Zinfenthal. I get to be all kinds of offended. I bet I totally had you going. You thought it was a grenade. You didn't throw yourself on it. The school of prison pipeline, not even surprised. Dead. Would he be welcome here? Probably not, but let's try it. Poem beginning with a line by David McFadden. Poet, prize winner. The color photography has really come a long way. Unknown to her, some guy is going to jizz on her shoes tomorrow. Stop drugging women. You want to throw bottles at police and then willingly accept a truncheon in the face? Little sis pulled a huge knife on the crowd. Lots of cocaine was involved. Best question of the night: how do you take a selfie that will ultimately fall? Of compassionate capitalism. So I'll get free gunfire all night. What riches here and everywhere. Poem beginning with a line by J. Millar, poet, entrepreneur. Some modern songs a trophy. So glad she didn't request crappy girl music or more anti-Bigfoot Tommy talk. We decided to split up and find a way out of the obviously haunted online dating because I don't want that many choices. Actually, she could talk me into some weird shit. Ever ponder hyper-inflated capitalism? Or do they ignore that subject where poets wear henna? Dead. Dead. American. Canadian. Poem beginning with a line by Alejandro Porco. Poet, scholar. Let's begin. My mother is on Tinder. When people say violence achieves nothing, I'm actually secretly impressed with their ability to ignore all of recorded history. Nice girls don't wear cha-cha heels. Good girls are always mad as fuck. The ruling class only wants to have the monopoly on violence as a principle. It can get you killed. How not to back up your naked selfies to the cloud? What courage, what defiance, what a photo. We're getting to the end. Poem beginning with a line by Nick Power. I can't do this anymore.
Poet, former small presser.
Yeah. Or
Player.
Player. It's a small press player. He's still doing things.
Is he? Okay.
Yep. Confronted by the object, Puccini butthole greens and shiitake mushrooms, history is still with us. I guess I had a mescaline flashback, dummy, and horror aren't all alone. Going to the head of Doctor of Solid Tin. I want to take a shower now. Black stingray leather, like a plastic bag with a smiley face that says, you have notifications pending. Here. Oh, poem beginning with a line by Colin Smith. Poet, lover of water. Manic fucks. I'm not comfortable in my incomfortable good night. Sweet shift key ass whipping. Literally, my favorite kind of people is safe for work. I was fascinated by the different depths of the rising welts. Modern, sperm, and slightly mortified by seeing typos and one grammatical error. In short, he is a typical capitalist pig with a carrot who won the puppy bowl. Dead. American. Poem beginning with a line by Dorothy Trujillo Lusk.
Poet, social activist.
Ah, okay. Jack Spicer ruined hell for the rest of us. Spank you with a bang and energy. Continue to build. You are so enthusiastic. and sloppy fair-priced licensed installers, great service trapped in the unitard of neuroses. They hate us because they ain't us. Surfer, bit by shark. There's a new addition to my gentleman's club, Potato Latka. Demolish, it's fun to swallow to honor the troops. Okay, so American. Okay, so just two more and we're done. Thank you for your patience.
Oh, it's great.
Poem beginning with a line by Steve Benwright, poet visionary. This sentence only uses recycled words. Within 5 minutes of waking, half of your dream is forgotten. Do it the hard way. Speakers louder than typed empty. Yo, want to get married? At Graceland, I'm a good cook and a functioning nymphomaniac, and you will be able to look at my book collection while baking with your semen as terrified as earnestness as Big Black and Blue about historical accuracy. No contemporary poet will ever win the Nobel Prize. And a poem beginning with a line by Tom Wellesley, poet playwright. I don't know why there are no poetry groupies. It's too early to make the booze cake or it won't be fresh. What to eat after the apocalypse? Forget Loch Ness and Bigfoot. These are much more terrifying. Instagram deletes millions of accounts in spam pogrom. If you are interested in attending swinger parties in Melbourne, I'm not even 18. Oh, not even 18 yet. Oh, Barbie, it's just not your year. Please call me evening and weekends. We are all sex workers at the end of the day, blaming actions on exhibitionistic urges. How about a tummy tuck or butt lift before going shopping? Do you even have cute nipples hacked? Corporations don't deserve our sympathy. Clothespins, bruised sex robots can haunt your dreams. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Who wants to follow that?
No.
Go have a.
Where are you going?
How many viewers do we have?
Yes.
We're,
I don't
a lot of
worry.
them are going to be in the archives and I'm going to transfer it to YouTube. Cool. It's a worldwide audience.
You don't like glasses.
I know I got mine. I was just asking who those were. Hi, I'm Marshall Hryciuk. I write haiku. I'm going to read a long poem at the end. I call these new ones haiku hollows because they have a space in the center in celebration of the space at the center of a poem. Moon, white as mocha, black, cat on my step. Moon, white as mocha, black, cat on my step. Park now empty, save for multicolored toys and the glowing moon. Park now empty, save for multicolored toys and the glowing moon. Teased steel, black mohawk, beach gleaming stiff nipple rings. Teased steel, black mohawk, beach gleaming stiff nipple rings. Backyard tigers, swallowtail, each visit something finer follows.
Part only long.
Okay. Backyard tigers, swallowtail, each visit something finer follows. Muffle in the silence, falling silent, snow. Muffle in the silence, falling silent, snow. Wounded hawk, surrounded by crows, mate cracking that circle with one shrieking flight. Wounded hawk, surrounded by crows, mate cracking that circle with one shrieking flight. Slowest I'd ever walked, scented light, insect buzz surrounding the hilltop. Slowest I'd ever walked, scented light, insect buzz surrounding the hilltop. The wake of an upstream eel in dawn's light. The wake of an upstream eel in dawn's light. Water sparkling off the talons, an osprey. Water sparkling off the talons, an osprey. So the fun thing about the lawn poem is I've lost it. I've lost it 4 times. Did you want to read something else?
No, I just was, I was curious, because it looked like you,
I had a bunch
it was
more.
all typed and then it was all written out too, so
Well, I had some type, but I put in some 3 that my longhand.
I was just fascinated with your manuscript, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Okay, well, this has been lost 3 times. Once in a fire, and it was the only poem that I didn't have anything of in manuscript from that fire in 2003. And then it was going to be the focus poem for Hryciuk Tatiana, because it was going to be the 15th night, so it was going to be called the Full Tatiana. But I had a computer crash the night before my mom went into a triple bypass surgery, and I was so angry. I already had a blue screen warning, and when the screen went black and it didn't come back, I smashed the space bar and shattered the hard drive. So I lost it. I really got that one. And so thank you. So this is the 3rd time I've come up with this. I think it's better each time. And it's
So
called,
you're rewriting it from memory each time?
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So this, but it, you know, you'll understand that it's almost burned on my memory, because at one point I called it performance poem, because it's a poem that's meant for performance, unlike most of my other writing.
You write it, then you break a computer, and that's the performance?
Yeah, yeah, I got a little Peter Townsend in me.
Right.
You should see me. And I got that JetBook fixed. Netbook. I got it fixed, but not completely. Anyway, I got this. This is the Full Tatiana. Every woman, I'll go with thee. With each soul wide, guide. Why willows I leave. With every will a book unbound. A poem for no one. Time awaits no man. Lilith, I'm with you. Tom waits for no man. Time is an aftermath. Math is a broken tree. Time juts an apostrophe. Space diverts a broken bone. Burns like a furnace. Algebra is optional. Zara var Dada. Tristan no merits. France is a holy cow. Deutschland's an atrophy. Time becomes a rhythmic line. Space turns to its opposite. Arp like a liar. Hands black duck down a deep and purple narcissus. Dada sarcophagus. Music out of tree. Yggdrasil's esophagus. Hausmann not Kurt. Schwitters var Schmalz. Time was a laryngeal. Bargeld King Dada. Dada is for nature and gegen die Welt. Bad Kunst gets to go everywhere else. Pro nature come Medea dell'arte. Craven for punches, Hans off the pilot. Tristan no Popa Solda for a song. Twilight by Erebus. Sophie became Dido and actually died. Dada hobby horse, rocking Kaiser of Fort Da. Favorite game, Muti gone. And me toddler, I control that. All Dada and no Sein. Jacks off a Dol Muscalange, contested for design. Oko no Hosomichi. Bacho no Dada. Banana of no fruit. The muse tree, the grace tree, every soul I wive. But how to leave this island? My name even numbered than Toe Jam to Jacuzzi. Theater of the no. Time is a samovar, time like a never before. Time can have no history. Samurai slices Dada, where T-Zine is sipped a Zara. A lady's slipper in the trellis gargoyles. Dazzling marionette nets. Down the staircase of her suitors. Confetti. A tinkling. Ludwig is prying open his suiting of cases for the puppet. Tears. Dumont. Confections for desperate coronations denuding her bachelorette parties. Part Tweedle up, part Down Dumber, Cone descending dynasty, story stares Cone with no heart, the husband with the brand, bring the band. Optics, Lefebvre, what have you done lately? Dada is van Dicteren maakt. Dictation taken up. What's from outside, inner than inside? Radio Dada. Ici Radio Canada. At the sound of the tone, it will be exactly sex in the PM's orifice. I is no Dada, I is an Elvis. Particulars are legion, the legion's the air. I lie, lead, glide, with who is me. Wafted the feeding, proboscis. Antennae is the softness, elixir, and noose. Thank you. Are you gonna read that?
Am I next? Next.
I don't think we'll be able to hear you over the rain.
Yeah, Gus, you're gonna have to speak up,
He's
okay?
got a bit of a soft
Use
voice.
your outside voice.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a quiet guy.
Quiet.
The rain's just gonna totally.
Wow.
Oh.
We'll need to get a microphone.
Check 1, 2. Check, check, check.
So, I want to just ask a couple of questions about this. Where does it go? Like, this is live streaming.
Yep.
So you've got a camera, and it's plugged into some device. So you're picking up Wi-Fi or something like that, right? Like, I don't know. So you're recording, and then it's being uploaded to a computer, or is it going on to TV? Like, is it spooling,
No such thing
or is
as
it
TV.
just going out there? No such thing as TV? Not anymore?
Going to a website.
This is an external power supply. This is a smartphone. With the Ustream app, it's going to the D Shanger live to the world.
What do you mean live to the world?
D Shanger live stream channel at Ustream.
Yeah.
Right now it's live. A lot of the viewers will be, and it'll be instantly archived. I will then transfer it
Do
to
you have
YouTube.
fans on that? Like,
Yeah.
so there's 200 people that are sitting there waiting for this to happen, or
No,
or they're just there and they can like watch it if they want.
I didn't
or
announce
not,
it, but I've been tweeting it out. And I'm going to then transfer it to YouTube and the Occupy Toronto live stream channel. So there'll be
this is
5
political?
archived
So suddenly
copies.
now this event is political?
Yeah, buddy.
Is it? Is it political? It's all political.
Because with Occupy Toronto, it's archived forever.
There are worse things. It could be the PC party.
Okay.
Yeah, but they can be fans and they can watch this. It's not like if you have a PC card, you can't like.
I don't mean I don't mean to be like. I don't know. I don't know about any of this stuff.
No,
so
that's good.
just asking.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
And Daniel was careful not to insult the dead.
I was good to the dead.
Yarr.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting my stuff together here.
Editing himself.
He's live
Just doing what everybody else did.
in
You
camera
know, I can
editing.
do this.
And I thought we live streamers love to turn on a dime.
Okay, how is everyone? Does anybody need to use the loo? Do we need to like break the simultaneity of this live podcast or whatever to take like a break, or is everyone okay? Has it been too long? Everybody's good. Like,
I wanted to ask. Can I ask you a
everybody
question?
here?
It's so cool, we can
I
hear
mean,
you.
we have never ever done this in the rain like this before, and it gives it a whole other dimension.
I
Like,
feel like Kurt Vonnegut.
you gotta kind of like speak above the rain in order to be heard. It feels like, you know, and that's not easy. So,
It's about the herd in order to
as long as we're all okay. All right. So, hi. How is everyone here tonight? Great crowd. Great crowd.
And he thought TV was over.
Gus,
Yeah,
it was a dark and stormy night.
it was. Okay. So, I don't know. Do I start with my poems and then read the covers, or do I read the covers and then read my poems?
How do you want to do it?
I don't know. I never thought about it, but I got these in my hand. Okay. I like that. Okay. So that's how we're gonna
Now
do
that
it.
we're going live, this is
Sponsored by Ham.
And spam.
Hams and spam.
Yeah.
It's like ham twice.
Ham and who?
Ham, spam, and ham.
Ham and ham. And also the flamingos. Don't forget the flamingos.
No, that's
The
an
devil is in the details.
yes.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna read a couple of haiku that I have. And I don't normally read my own poems, but I got a couple. And so I'm sorry, both of you guys are gonna have to hear a couple of like reruns on Wednesday. A pint of beer will fit a gravy boat perfectly. A pint of beer will fit a gravy boat perfectly. Brussels sprouts, muscle cars. Brussels sprouts, muscle cars.
Is that for Dirksen?
It's Jenny's Garden in Windsor, Ontario. Well, this is an oldie, but it's still a goodie. The pork chop on the porch hops. The pork chop on the porch hops. Okay, so then we're gonna break that up. Because I was going to go cover and not, and anyways. Okay, so here we go. The Shooting of Dan McGrew and Other Poems. It's a Dover Thrift Edition. Now, let me tell you about this company. If you don't know about Dover, they know how to keep a book in print, let me tell you. And ultimately, they are about promoting literacy. So that is something that writers should have a vested interest in, promoting literacy. What is the point of being a writer if nobody knows how to read? Anyways, so they print things, and you can find these books for incredibly cheap, you know, like it's $1. And I want to tell you that I have been reading eclectically for about maybe 2 years, longer than that, but always it's eclectic. But I am on like a kind of a thrift store circuit right now in my campaign to draw as many typewriters into my life as possible. So whenever I'm in these types of places, I just go to the books that they have, and it isn't so much what I'm looking for, it's what's there, and often they're really cheap. So I pick things up. I never read Robert Service until I was 42 years old, and he's sort of a secretly Canadian poet or whatever, and you know, somewhat of a classical figure, and I'm supposed to be an avant-garde guy, but I read this and I think, hey, you know what, these are kind of fun. And I don't know if everybody knows that, and sometimes poetry doesn't have to be...
Didn't he do Poppy?
Like, they're ballads,
Yeah,
and,
but
you
he
know...
did the Poppy poem, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay, so anyways, you know what? Like, every year when I come here and I do my covers, usually it's something that I'm like currently enthusiastic about to whatever degree. It's something I've read and I felt like, you know what? I gotta import that back over here to share it because I don't know. I mean, maybe you didn't read these poems before. Maybe you have. They're oldies, but they're goodies. Just think. Just think. Some night the stars will gleam upon a cold gray stone and trace a name with silver beam, and lo, 'twill be your own. That night is speeding on to greet your epitaphic rhyme. Your life is but a little beat within the heart of time. A little gain, a little pain, a laugh, lest you may moan. A little blame, a little fame, a star gleam on a stone. We're going back to my haiku now, or what? I like this one too. I like this one too. It's called The Twins. There were two brothers, John and James, and when the town went up in flames, to save the house of James dashed John, then turned, and lo, his own was gone. And when the Great World War began, to volunteer, John promptly ran. And while he learned live bombs to lob, James stayed at home and sneaked his job. John came home with a missing limb. That didn't seem to worry him, but oh, it set his brain awhirl to find that James had sneaked his girl. Time passed. John tried his grief to drown. Today, James owns 1/2 the town. His army contracts riches yield, and John, well, search the potter's field. Whoa! So much like real life, it was probably worth writing a poem about in 1907 or something.
Right as rain.
What?
Right as rain.
Right as rain.
Right as rain! Yes! It is right as rain! Oh, I can't even hear myself think in this room. It's like a chamber and it's all just coming down.
Yeah. It's gonna be a sea when we get downstairs.
What about our tents? What about our tents?
We're all gonna be sleeping in the barn.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna be sleeping in the barn too.
Morning picture in it.
All right, here we go. He thought the world of thought. The world he thought the world of thought not.
Wait a minute.
No. That was another haiku, sorta. I got nothing. I got nothing.
Let's read it loudly.
I'm trying. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Hear me in the back row? All right. She plants flowers to have something to fall back into. She plants flowers to have something to fall back into. Okay. Might be my last one, and then we can party. Go and hang out by that fireplace. We got a bonfire just waiting for us.
Is it going at all?
I don't think so.
Probably gone.
It's still going.
Is it? Yes, I see the embers.
They are there.
If we open our raincoats, it will be fun.
Stoke it.
Okay, so here we go. My last little piece. I don't know what to say other than it is maybe my first attempt to write a proper or at least a sonnet proper. I don't know. Either a proper sonnet or a sonnet proper. And it isn't either. So I'm going to read it. It's called Putting the Brave Face on the Expensive Junkyard.
Yeah.
When the wolves lick the kings turn into wolves. Wolves built a smidge above minimum. And when they say image, you better believe they mean money. Where we had companies, we now have company. As ever, agency is conferred, not taken. The informed are all uniformed. What goes over the top tends to scrape from the bottom, i.e., government is private office. There is no line to cut on between the rotten meat and the part of the meat not rotten. The only things moving through these ruins are flies. Whatever deepens also diminishes, and vice versa. Whether upheld or broken, the law exists for scumbags. Hatchet jobs for hatchet men armed with hatchets and well-worn copies of Hamlet. First we complain and then we comply, but our bloodthirst is wasted on cretins. That's it.
Anyone
You were
else?
concerned
Anyone?
about
Anyone?
not being political?
I just call in the question.
Okay, who wants to do one more? Who wants to join me? One more deck of cards here.
I'll go.
Don't make me do it myself.
What? I'll do. Let's go. Let me have a sip.
Let's cut the deck on this one.
Is this, that's the other deck? It's not inky do. This one's
Big old mesh. Actually, I can't remember which is which. I think this is the other one.
Is it just the 4 of us? Is this a quartet?
Quartet version. So you got the text?
So I have this one only has the last card, so I'll do the last card. And it says if it takes the civilization, is how it starts. Okay. So,
Okay.
alright. Grab that, snap, grab, trap, trap, shut, grab a
Smoke.
grab, grab,
Just don't scare the dog.
I'll give it to the dog. Okay, some flowers on the line with things falling down. It's like a fence over here, and the ground is covered with some flowers. Fuck fart. Joker.
Civilization to know civilization was a mistake. It takes a mistake to know civilization. It takes a miss.
Yeah. Daniel Bradley. Gus Morin. Yeah. Daniel Daughter. Rob Reid. Jan Kimberly. Yar.
Live from Noah's Ark.
Yar. And who's this puppy?
Yeah, that's it.
Come on.
In London, they have this children's museum. Every year,
The first live stream dog.
they bring the whole museum into like a indie band.
We got to turn on the lights. But, you know, it's a Canadian poetry reading because they bring hockey pucks.
Some of the rooms.
Right.
There's a bunch of slightly drunk people riding this.
Yeah, what's going on with that rain? our habitats intact?
Are they rotating?
I don't know. Yeah, oh, let's see, what do we got? We got one of those.
The soil here is
Got one of those.
quite solid.
Here, we'll make a little movie. Here we go.
I don't know about it. I think we're sleeping in here. I think we're having a slumber party. Slumber party.
And that was
The Elephant Papers.
by who?
Some little guy named Hector Huic Gomez.
This is your new book?
No. No, this one belongs to Noah Lure.
Hey, what? Where?
Oh, I
Where?
know, it was just too quick. You snooze, you lose.
Why did these things like make it? Like I mean
Hey, what? Where?
Gus, I have to leave, unfortunately.
Excellent. I'm so glad you
Just
got.
told I have to fucking work tomorrow.
Oh my god. What time?
7.
Building fences?
I don't know the
It's
exact.
caught on live stream.
Yeah, here we are. Awesome that you came, man. Great. Awesome. Awesome.
I really didn't want to do that.
Well, you know what? At least you were. No, he lives in London. Yeah, he lives in London.
I
Right.
really didn't want to do
It's
that.
like 15 minutes away. Yeah.
I just live like pretty much in High Park.
The narrow path.
Oh, that's very
But that sucks. I really didn't want to do that.
Well, you know what? We would normally it's a weird night because we're getting rained on. We would normally be over there at the bonfire now. I don't know what we're gonna do. I guess we're gonna try
How
and
can
raid
you
it
burn
out.
books when it's raining?
Yeah, I can burn books when it's raining.
I can't move this wiggle woggle.
Hey, man.
Oh,
Awesome.
go ahead.
Yeah, good, buddy.
Who's winning?
We'll see you next time.
we both are, because we're both on the Wiggles.
Oh, the Wiggles.
Bye, Matt. Here, let me. I'll get over there. I'll be here.
Only the shadow knows.
up. Get in the shadows now. Have you met your mother lately?
It was a dark and stormy night. Okay, worst one-liners, opening lines of book.
Oh, yeah,
That's got to be the worst.
Well,
This guy does
it was scintillating.
or something.
Oh, what's another?
It was a sparkling and scintillating night.
Oh,
Yeah.
but another classic, really bad opening line.
Well, the really funny one is Proust. Like, it goes on for about 30,000 words. And you know how it starts? I used to go to bed early. Isn't that a great line down? I used to go to bed early. So just remember that. I think the last line of a novel matters a lot more than the first line.
Ah, not the end.
No, Figgis Wake ends with the, and Ulysses ends with yes.
Oh, there you go.
It evokes the void.
Marshall.
Yes. Yeah. Yar, yar, yar.
Yar.
Yar, baby.
Yar. Just gonna wrap this up. Yar. Julie, would you like to say something?
Hey,
Yar.
it's really fun having a flashlight in my face.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Barn raising number 8.
By Raiz'in 8.
Great hostess.
Yeah.
Yar.
Thanks for coming.
Yar.
Well, actually, I know where it is.
Alrighty, folks, and this is our 8th annual at this time of year. We call it Barn Raizing, R-A-I-Z, apostrophe I-N, number 8. Poetry reading in a barn, and it's just, we're here camping, and yar, and we're gonna go to the fire, and thank you. My name is D. Shanger, and catch you later. See you on the live chat, folks. Ciao.
Letters from him.
No, letters to him. So it's like, it's just, some of it's just stuff like that. She doesn't need.
Wiggle woggle.